Donald, I just want to scream out into this cat.
Well, hi, friends. I hope you're all doing good today. Need to get everything turned off. It is overcast here in Springfield, Ohio. So I don't know how it is where you are. I always like to hear what it's like where you are. I'm Donna, AK Gal Stamps, and I'm AK Gal Stamps because I'm originally from Alaska. And yes, I do love snow. So, hi, Tracy. I've been busy purging my craft room today, trying to get rid of stuff, cleaning up, trying to get it done for a challenge I'm part of. So, I hope you're doing good. So, I'm going to flip the camera around. Let's see if I can get a better. Okay. Let's do that. I think we are good. I think I'm straight. Let's see. Is that straight? I think so. I think we're good. So I was going through, like I said, I'm purging my craft room, going through paperwork. Oh my gosh. Is anybody else like me that has a pile of sketches or things we saw on Instagram or Reels? And we have all these little notes for cards. Yeah, well, I've got way too many of them. And some of them, of course, I did them years ago and I have no idea. But I did find this one and I figured it out. And then I actually found the directions in another pile. I have piles, just piles and piles. So I made this one. And this DSP is so gorgeous. It's the Gathering Together DSP. One side has the gold in it and the other side doesn't. It's more neutral. And I use the More Messages stamp and die. It's all in one that has all kinds of sentiments, front and inside. And get the ink on there and then you can die cut them. So that's what's nice about those. But I made this one. So this is my first one. I love that paper. Let's get some light on here. Doesn't seem like it's very, well, because it's dark outside. That's a little better. I can see. So that's my first card that I did. And then I thought, well, I'm going to use, I haven't been using this Aurora paper. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Guys, this is part of my paper share. So everybody got 2 6x6 sixes of each sheet. And I mean, it's just beautiful. And then the other side has kind of a washed look of a solid color. But oh my gosh, so pretty. I think I'm using, I'm not sure if I'm going to do DSP or if I'm going to do ink blending. But it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous paper. It comes with a stamp die set. I did not get that because I guess I'm like everybody else. It's like I've got a really good tree and mountain set, so I hadn't gotten it. And I still don't think I'm going to get it. I don't know. I mean, I can't have everything. Even though I may want everything, I can't have everything. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh. So I've actually gone through all of those notes and stuff like that. I've thrown away most of it. Or I like this, I made a card. Okay, I made a card. So anyway, we're going to make this card. And it's not too hard. And I did it pretty much when I actually found the directions. This is from a card that Sharon Armstrong did in February of 22. Okay, so that's where I finally found the directions for it. But I had a note because I must have seen it somewhere and wrote down the measurements and all that good stuff. So you start with a base that is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, you got your base. Then you can either A, ink blend it like I did here with blending brushes, or you could use a piece of designer series paper. Either way, 4 by 5 1/4. You need one for the inside, one for the top. What should we do, Tracy? Should we do some ink blending or should we use DSP? Do we want to go easy or a little more creative? That is the question. So we got that. I will wait and see what Tracy says, or anybody else that wants to give me some ideas. Whoops, lost a tree. I did die cut some trees out of a retired tree mountain set that I really like. It's years old, but I just happen to really like it. So this is a use what you have kind of thing. You're going to need a piece of another color that coordinates. I'm using Gorgeous Grape. It is 3 by 4.5, scored at 2 and 4. Do blending. Okay, that makes it easy. Easy peasy. So we got this 3 by 4.5, scored at 2 and 4 on obviously the 4.5 piece. You need a piece of designer series paper that is 2.5 by 3.5. And you need a piece of the same color cardstock as your base, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay. I will have these on my email that I send out tonight. So we will take, I think I have another piece right here. Let's see. I can get a piece. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Yes, it is. That will be for the inside. This one will be for ink blending, and we will save this one for another time. I don't know if y'all like ink blending. It's not difficult. It really isn't. It's definitely the philosophy of try not to be heavy-handed. That's where I'm going with. I need a piece of scrap paper because I don't want it on. I could use my mat because it does great for that. You know, you can put the ink off here and then pick ink back up. But I want to see better what my colors are because I have brushes that blending brushes, and I think that's blackberry, and I think this one's Gorgeous Grape. Okay, Gorgeous Grape. We're good. Okay. So I always try and get a big swatch of it off and start off the paper. It's better to go light because you can always add more color. You could always do that. And of course, you know, this is not going to look like the Northern Lights. Granted, I'm from Alaska, but I'm not that good. And sometimes you may want to get a little bit more on there, and you can go over this multiple times when you're doing your ink blending. I'm going with a different pattern than I did before. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. I'm going to cover this because I'll be tempted to put my other brush in it. Yeah, I've done that. Now I've got Gorgeous Grape with another blending brush. I brought another one out because I really didn't want to have to mess with cleaning off my brushes in between. If I'm here, I just use the same dark purple brush and just go back and forth. But I didn't want to do that. And I'm just going over the Blackberry Bliss too, because I want these to kind of blend together. Okay. Okay. So we're going to stop for now on that. That one goes with that. This goes with this. I have to keep them together so I don't mess up. I usually have a light purple and a dark purple. You know, a light pink, dark pink. I do that with my brushes. I keep 2 brushes for each color. And that's how I go. And this is Balmy Blue. I just went with colors that were in the paper. And what's great about Stampin' Up! Is they tell you what colors are in your paper. Does anybody get these lurchers in your messenger now? Oh my gosh. And I can't figure out how to, I mean, I've done some things to try and I don't want to see it. And then of course Messenger reminds you on your business page, hey, you need to respond to this person. They're not getting a response from me. Creep. It's like, no, thank you. Okay, so that's going pretty good. And stuff is going to be on top of this, but that's okay. I think I'm going to put a little bit more gorgeous grape, blend that a little bit better with the blue. So 2 days ago, I had 192 YouTube followers, subscribers. And then, I posted, I was trying to get all my friends to subscribe because the more people that subscribe, comment, like all that stuff, it makes your video more visible to people. So, so I got up to, I was at 192, got up to 208, so got over the 200. And then I looked last night and I had 242. So I was just so excited. I was so excited. So if you're watching this on my Facebook page, AK Gal Stamps with Donna Marshall, if you comment on my post about me being excited about finally reaching 200 subscribers, if you comment, then I will, if I have your address, I will send you a card kit for an upcoming craft along. So this piece that was where's that little note? Did I lose my note? I lost my note. This piece is 3 by 4.5. 4.5. It's scored at 2 and 4. Okay. This little tab needs to go underneath this piece. Okay. You want to set it kind of in the middle. I think I'm going to use tear and tape for this one. So put some tear and tape on this. Everything is a mountain fold on this piece. Ugh. Okay, everything is a mountain fold. Mountain, mountain, mountain. That's what a mountain is. Mountain, mountain. Okay. Mountain fold. Ooh, this has got to be tightened. Okay, so we're going to, ooh, that didn't get it all the way across. Let's try and get some more on here. Come on, don't pull off. Gosh, it is sticky. Holy moly. Get it on some paper. It's kind of like, that, oh, the really sticky adhesive. What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? I know I have it in here. I usually have a little bottle of this stuff that glues quickly, and if you get it stuck on your fingers and you stick your fingers together, you're not going to get your fingers apart kind of glue. Well, yeah, that feels like that's kind of like that. Now I want it just off the score line. Let's make sure we get it more centered. Hardest part of the whole thing. Okay, so there's that. And then we can glue this piece onto the top of our card base. I just really like this. I mean, if you don't have a lot of DSP, you can use a piece of scrap on this. It will work. Let's put this on here. Move this for the moment. Okay. Now I am going with a Christmas theme. Super glue. That's what I'm thinking. Super glue. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Have you ever done that? Ever stuck your fingers together? Because I have. I have. And I quickly got was it alcohol maybe? let's see, which, I'm using this stamp set. I'm using the die from this stamp set, traditional labels. Sending love and joy, sending love and joy. This is it. This is the one I want. Oh, and just if you're curious, this is the mountain tree set that's probably 6 years old. It's pretty old, but I still use it. I love it. I use it. They do have the set that this goes with has a very nice set. I cannot say it's not nice. It is, but I like this better. And I just don't need everything. But if anybody purchases from me this week, they will get 2 card kits of this card. Let's see, we'll put that right there. Love that die. I love this die. That's great. Okay. Use my Stampin' Scrub behind me to clean my stamp. Clean that off. And we are going to use this blending brush. And yes, we're going to add some ink to this because that's what I do. Unless I'm doing like a white card, I really just have an issue with white. Don't know why. I do. Okay, so there's that. There's that. And there's this piece. I'm going to use my bone folder and press this a little bit. Okay, so this, now we need our designer series paper that was 2.5 by 3.5. And we need the Blackberry Bliss paper that was 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Those need to be glued together. And I know Tracy likes the glue, the tacky glue. I'm wondering what, if you're watching on the replay or live, what's your favorite adhesive? Mine is primarily Tombow, but I am a hot mess with it. I admit it. Okay, and that's going to glue just on this panel, just here. Okay. So I don't go edge to edge because this is a little bit smaller. I just kind of go in the middle a little bit. And then I want to center this on this panel. Center. Ooh, and it's even going the right way. Awesome. Okay, so there's that piece. And then I'm going to raise this on dimensionals, and it's going to be the stopper. Okay. Dimensionals. I'm cleaning up my room, and so I actually got a little box. I've got a lot of these. And, well, not as much now because I've used a lot of them for storage. I'm trying to get things more organized. Last week my husband decided he wasn't going to put his stained glass stuff in my craft room. I don't have a huge craft room, but it's all right. And he was going to take the closet, which doesn't have any doors on it. He was going to build a cabinet. But then he decided that he wasn't going to do that. He's going to put it out in the garage. We have a 3-bay garage, and he put up a wall on the 3rd bay, and that is his workshop. So his wood workshop, all that stuff. Because he does wood, he does stained glass, he does all the things. Okay, and I want to put this, I think, right here. Just like that. Okay. This I need to put, I did some trees and I die cut them. I stamped them in Blackberry Bliss, and then I did some ink blending. So yes, I did that. We're going to put some glue on there. You could put a sentiment also on here if you want to. I just wanted the DSP to have all the glory because it's just so pretty. Actually, okay, I really wanted to, on my other card, I kind of stamped off on one tree so that I'm going to put this back here like that, and then this like that. Like that. So I got some trees. Okay. So that goes like that. Very pretty. And then we can do the inside, which will have to have some ink blending. It will, or not ink blending, but I have to put some purple on this white because I just can't have that. I love these blending brushes. I remember when they didn't have these and makeup brushes were the thing, were what everybody was using. And so I had all kinds of makeup brushes. And you know what happens? The little hairs come out. I need a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Yeah, so all the little hairs come out and they get in your ink. That was really annoying, I have to say. And I am using this right there. I like to write in my cards. I used to be the person who did all the long Christmas letters, letting everybody know what we've been up to and all that kind of good stuff. Oh, those help with the super glue. Why did I put that over here? Here, let's dry it off my pens and let's do another one. Christmas. So anyways, that was a challenge when that came along. So I love these brushes. They're not hairs and they're not foam either. I'm not sure what they are, but you can wash them. I do not, unless I really, really have to, because they take several days to dry if I let them go naturally. So, and I'm an impatient person. I want things done right now. I want instant gratification. I'm like a 4-year-old. Okay, so there's that. Oh, you know what would be kind of pretty? Let's find our Blackberry Bliss. These are going away, these Stampin' Up markers. Can't really do these very well with the blender pens. Okay, add a little splatter on there. Like it's snowing in purple. Okay, so we'll put this in here if I can get this open. Oh, I use like regular nail polish on my fingers, which I don't really paint them very often. I used a base coat, and I don't know if maybe I use like the 2-week that's supposed to be similar, or the gel, Sally Hansen's gel nail polish. And I tell you what, it's been over a week and I soaked my fingernails with those little cup things that you can put on your nails. You know, you put the little fingernail cleaner on the little square, and then you put the square in your nail and take the clamp and clamp it on your nail to try and help get your fingernail polish off. That was tough. It took me a couple hours to get that fingernail polish off. I am using the frosted iridescent dots. I believe these are with this suite. Let's see, we're going to do that. And we're going to do this on here. These are really pretty. Love, love, love these. And then there's your card. You know, on the screen, it definitely has more purple going on. More purple. But it is really pretty. So I hope you give this card a try. I will be sharing the measurements in my email today. I've got a website that I'm working on. I've been working on it for months. So I need to get busy with that. So I hope you like this and give this a try. And of course, I did do it in an autumn paper. No ink blending. I used DSP right here. But yeah. Easy card. Easy card. So I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, share, all the stuff in the buttons down below, you know, all those. Just helps get my videos out there so more people can get some creativity, inspiration, all that kind of good stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.